Welcome to Elisabeth Hogarth Designs. We are back with a brilliant new collection from the Craft Consortium team. This has been illustrated by Clare Therese Gray, who is based quite near me in the south of England. It is a stunning array of sea creatures and sea scenes called Ocean Tale. You will be astounded by the quality of the drawings and the colourways. So you may have spotted here that we've got a new product from Craft Consortium, but I will try not to tease you too much other than say that it goes perfectly with the designs in the 12 by 12 paper pad here. So we're going to dive into this first. And remember that you can always get it in the 6 by 6 paper pad too, which is a scaled down version of the papers that I'm just about to show you. So let's move these wonderful things out of the way. So without further ado, we have the 12 by 12 paper pads. You've got 200 GSM papers. The pearlescent papers are 150 GSM, and these are 40 double-sided sheets. You can see from the cover that the illustrations inside are going to incorporate scenes with seagulls and lighthouses, turtles. You've got the whales here, the fishing boat, the ship in the bottle. So you've got a very good idea of what's inside, but wait until you see this first page. If you enjoyed the scene setting in the forest, you are going to appreciate how well these banners are going to work. So you've got 4 pages and you've got 3 strips, so you can cut them down and to create a landscape card, or you can create a sliding card, or you can add a border to a scrapbook page. But you've got the under the sea with all the seaweed and the small fish. You've got the waves with the yacht in the distance, and then you've got the choppier waters with the lighthouse. This colouring here is like a watercolour landscape. Alongside it, you've got brilliant elements which can be additional toppers on the back of your front cover, and you'll see that these are repeated with many of the embellishments that come in the collection, which I'm very pleased about, because as you know, I hate cutting into this front cover. I love using it for inspiration to help me with my colouring in, but I don't like cutting into it. So let's speed along through. So you've got really classy nautical stripes here, and then you've got your first set of papers. Let's do it like this. So there's your first set of papers with the stripes in the background, and then you could see all the different creatures and the sea life and the shells. This side here is slightly bigger, so this would be easier to cut out, but this would make a fantastic background paper, or even if you wanted to decorate a journal, these pages cut up, or maybe decorate an envelope, make your own envelope out of it. I do have a video on how to do that, so I'll leave you the link up above. Moving on, we've got more seaside scenes. They're very nautical colours, so you've got your blues, your coral, pink, a very like a burnt orange, duck egg blues, really classy colours. I'm striking this page here because it is actually embossed, so if I bring that up to the camera, you should be able to see that there's a sheen on there, and it's been very well embossed. This is a fabulous page. These colours remind me of William Morris designs. This is actually pearlescent. I think it would make fantastic cushion cover wallpaper, but we'll try and stick to the card making for now. I love the fact that we've got it with the dark background and then the lighter background, and everything coordinates together, so you could have a strip from both. We've then got a page of pebbles, beautifully drawn and coloured in, and then you've got more of the coral and the sea and the little creatures. Love the little seahorse. This is another glorious page of pebbles that you can cut out. This one again is embossed. There you go, you can see the sheen on it. And then this one here, the difference between the pale pink and the blue really works. I love the colouring on that one. And then we've got a really subtle, this would be lovely for a baby's christening gift or decorating a box for a nursery. Really beautiful colours. And again, that one is, yes, that's the 150 GSM, so that's pearlised. And then we've got this brilliant page. Who would have thought that clouds could be so pleasing? And I really love the drawing of these waves with the yachts dipping in and out of the water. And then we've got a really useful background page for this map. I don't know what part of the world it is. Maybe you can leave a note in comments and tell me. We've got things written in here like Shark's Bay. And there's really sweet little map designs. They remind me of the things that we used to draw as children for treasure maps. Love these lines. Very classic, very classy. And then you've got the seagulls leading you on to another back page of toppers. So those are your papers. Aren't they absolutely glorious? It's a beautiful idea to put all of these different elements together. But now I want to very quickly show you. Of course, we'll do these 6x6 papers. So here are the 6x6 papers, and I know I say this every time, but these are scaled down. If you line them up, you can see the difference in the scaling down. And then these ones here are going to work superbly well with your smaller cards. But I love this strip here. I think that's so beautifully coloured. But what I'll do is I will then bring in this beautiful set of papers. Now this is a new product from Craft Consortium. And these are coordinating A4 premium quality papers. They are double-sided, 200 GSM, but you can see from the rainbow of colours on here that these are going to coordinate with your papers. So even if I put this along here, you can see that these colours are brought up into this scene. And this set here, let's feel the quality. Yeah, it's lovely cardstock. It's matte, but the colours are really lovely. Let's see how many we've got of each. We've got 1, 2, let's see if that's the same colour. No, that's a slightly different shade. So I'm assuming you're going to have 10 colours. Well, at least 10 colours. So 1, 2. Oh no, look, the colours on the back are different. That's clever. So now you don't really have to decide between the two. But if you pull out these colours here, you can see that it coordinates. And then if we go into this page here, again you can see how everything coordinates. Let's go back to this blush pink. There we go. So the pink lifts up in here. And let's pick another page as well. But I'm sure you get the idea of what's happening here. Essentially, I'm saying that everything coordinates. So these will be brilliant for matting and layering. and you can create your card bases with these. And you can also make up maybe a small box or an envelope or a little journal book. I like making those at the moment, but this colour perfectly coordinates with this. Well, let's just leave that there for now. And I also wanted to show you that I was trying to work out how these colours blend with colours that you might already know about. So these are some of my distress oxides. So you can imagine working these colours in with your project. So I would say that there's a touch of spice marmalade, some fired brick, you've got some prize ribbon here, and then the salvage patinas. So if you want to use your oxides with this range of papers and designer papers, I think you'll be onto a winner if you pick these types of shades. So those are the papers, and we haven't even begun to talk about the embellishments. So I hope you're going to enjoy this collection as much as I am. I decided to show you all of the toppers in one go because I wanted you to see that whether you are a stamper or you prefer the wooden toppers, or indeed another lovely set of the puffy stickers, they will all work with one another, or you can just buy 2 or 3 sets of this, or 2 or 3 sets of the wooden toppers, or indeed buy a set of stamps and then create your own. But you, throughout all of them, you've got the whale, you've got the yachts and the ship in a bottle, you've got the lighthouse here on the stamps and on the puffy stickers, and then you've got things like the captain's wheel. You may need to pick and choose which ones that you want, but if you're anything like me, you'll want the whole lot. So these are your wooden toppers. They're very high quality, and they're also pretty lightweight, so you can add them onto your projects, or if you need to send them in the post, they're not actually too weighty to send. I believe we've got around about 24 puffy stickers in this collection. They are self-adhesive and they're a lovely size, and they're very, very good quality. So they'll be durable. If you wanted to put them on, say you were doing a children's party, you could use these as badges, or you could put them as a small gift in the party bag, or use them to decorate the party bag. And then, as ever, we've got one of my favourite products, which are the stamps. And I've had a quick go at stamping them out. They are very, very easy to work with. I use my VersaFine Clare, but it took me no time at all to stamp these away. There was no prep of the stamps. I just inked up and away I went. So on this set here, you've got your main sea creatures. However, on this set here, you can start creating scenes. So you've got the boat and the yacht here with the seagull and the lighthouse, and they are in proportion. But this stamp here is fantastic. I'm going to have a go at colouring that up and then seeing how I can incorporate that. I have a feeling it will end up in a small journal, but just thinking outside of the box, they're a little bit different. You can use these for children's cards and also the trickier mail projects, but as a lady I would adore to receive a card made from this collection, especially when you see the embellishments that have been included. So we have got these on you as well, and these are iridescent dots. So you all know that I'm a great fan of the enamel dots, and in a recent video I showed you the clear version, but these are iridescent. So I'm moving them around in the hope that you can see just how glorious those colours are. But that's a stroke of genius to put those blues and those greens with this particular collection. You've then got 2 new washi tapes that come in this high quality packaging, and when you pull them out over your card, remember you can use them on white card or coloured card, but when you use them on coloured cards the washi takes some of the colour with you. But can you see the beautiful design? So that was emulated in the paper pad, and then you've got all the sea creatures floating along the top. And then if we didn't have enough, we've got some of the best metal embellishments I think I've seen Craft Consortium produce. So look at these. These are your anchors with the rope. Very high quality. And look, you've got 8 of the anchor, which I think are really, really well done. And then you have got the most adorable, you've got 11 of these, the little seahorses. So I'm going to have to think of a way of using those to show them off. So we've got our embellishments, we've got wooden toppers, we've got fantastic iridescent dots. We've got 2 brilliant stamp sets. There's our washi. And then we've got our 6x6 paper. We've got the brand new premium quality papers that coordinate with the entire collection. And then we have got a glorious ocean tail set of 12x12 papers. So what do you think of it so far? Let me know in the comments below. I think it's another beautiful set, and I'm looking forward to creating some projects. I'll be back shortly to show you what I've made. I'm back with the projects that I've made. I actually filmed the papers and all the embellishments several weeks ago because I received Ocean Tail in time to make a couple of magazine samples. So I'll try and leave you details of that. I think it's coming out in the next couple of weeks, but if you keep an eye on my social media you can find out more. But that will show you how to make the projects as well, handwritten details. But the instructions for many of these you'll find in my more recent videos, so where possible I'll try and leave you a link. So this is very similar to the Let It Be papers that I recently did a video for Graphic 45. So this is a version using the Ocean Tail. So you can see that I've incorporated the water and added a wave effect to the top. And then every now and then I've added one of the puffy stickers just to add a little bit more dimension. You can see the iridescent dots here. This is another puffy sticker, and these cards are really good for posting flat, so they're a little bit different. You've got all the different papers. I've used a mix of the 12x12 papers and the fabulous washi tape, and then coordinated it together to create a very simple and uplifting card that lies flat for posting. You might also recognise this one here because this is a Betty's gift box, and I have adapted it to incorporate the coral and the seashell paper, and I have also added one of the seahorse silver embellishments onto a ribbon. And then when you open it up, we've got a really simple set of cards. These are inked oxides. If you want to know the colour combos, then again leave me a comment below. But what I've done here is I have stamped out the images and layered them up a couple of times, but I just kept them uncoloured, if you like, because I wanted to merge it with the backgrounds here. And then if you look really carefully you can see some of the dewdrops, which are a real must-have embellishment, particularly for these types of products. So we've got the seahorse, and we've got the jellyfish and the whale, and they work really well together with the stamps. You don't need to do a lot more to them. And then, as always, I have added some more of the papers to the envelopes so that everything coordinates together. So that makes another really cool gift set. And another great gift idea is this one here. So this is, I think it's a tag box, and I made it up. It's like an MDF tag box, but I've just added the papers. I inked up the edges just to knock back the colour a little bit, and then I've used the Dynamics dies, and this one is the ornate frame. So if you take out this section here, you can build up to create a frame, something like this. So this became a shaker box. I built a scene in the back, and you've got some of the wooden embellishments in the back, and then you've got a mix of wooden embellishments and puffy stickers. I really like having both types because it just adds more texture to your project. And then I think this could either be hung up on a wall, or I might turning it into something a bit more personal and turn it into maybe another type of card. But I like the idea of having all the sequins and the beads and trying to show the ocean. I liked having all of the embellishments. It could make a really good game, so you could put extra elements in here where you've got to get the sequins or the beads into the holes or fit them around the sea creatures. But if you look really carefully, you might just see an anchor in the background there. I used the whale again for a very small stepper card. This incorporated the 6x6 papers, and these are some of the coloured stamped images. I used a lot more of them in the sample that I made for the magazine, so I kind of used all of my supplies for that, and then these ones were left over. What I might do is leave you a picture of the card at the end so that you can have a little sneaky peek. But if you want to know how to make it, you'll all have to, of course, buy the magazine. This is a tower card, and I believe I've shown you how to make these before. They're very popular at the moment, but I thought this made a fun card. And again, it lies flat for posting. And I like the use of the different papers alongside some more of these stamped images. So this part here is really good for using up your scraps. These stepper cards come from the Katie Sue pack, and I really enjoyed using this card because this is the 12x12 papers, and then when you cut them down you can incorporate them with the 6x6 papers, and I think that makes a really stylish, probably male orientated card. But that does remind me, one of the few things that I haven't done as yet is take the time to colour in my own ship in a bottle, so I'll have to save that for another day. And then we have one more card which is like a rolling ship on the ocean that I've used a coin on the background here just to allow this wooden embellishment to sail through the sea. And again you can see the puffy sticker lighthouse and the glorious iridescent dots. Some of these stamps are from a Crafter's Companion set that I think I got with another magazine. They work well for a kit like this. I'm a big fan of these themed papers, and I really enjoyed creating these projects. The embellishments are an absolute must-have. I think they'll be well worth the money, but I like also that I can incorporate 12x12 papers and the 6x6 papers. These are a new instant hit with me, the iridescent dots. But I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video and you have got some inspiration on how to use this really versatile collection. I think it's useful for scrapbookers, for journal makers. I'll just give this another little quick swizz across. And it makes really personalised gifts, which really, if you're a paper crafter, that's the kind of thing that you're looking for. Easy to add your own spin to a card and a paper collection. They're great value for money because you do get a lot with these kits from Craft Consortium. So if you've liked what you've seen, please do consider hitting the thumbs up icon and subscribing to my channel, and I look forward to welcoming you back to Elisabeth Hogarth Designs very soon. Bye bye for now.